Hi everyone, Armande, Immigration and Personal Injury, here to talk about marriage-based green cards, something that I work on a lot, and I've worked on hundreds of these applications, and I've been to hundreds of interviews back when they used to have interviews. Of course, one of the great advantages of doing your marriage-based green card in the United States for the last 2 to 3 years is that they're waiving basically 99% of the interviews, and the processing time has become a lot faster too. So something that used to take a year and a half, sometimes at best a year, sometimes 2 years, is now getting approved as fast as 3 months, and on average about 6 7 months if you submit a strong application with a lot of good supporting documents. So marriage-based spousal green cards is one of the things I do the most. Of course, there's a difference. If you have been admitted or paroled into the United States, then and you're married to a United States citizen, then you can do adjustment of status while you stay in the United States. It's under INA 245A. So basically, all that means is basically you don't need to leave the country. You can do it here, and it happens fast, just like I told you. Pretty fast processing times. Of course, those are all subject to change, and we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But for now, last 2 3 years, that's what's been going on. That's the processing time. So, what do you submit? I mean, basically, you would be able to submit the petition, the I-130, the I-130A, the I-485, the green card application. You could submit for a work permit too, which comes in about 2 months after you submit your application. You submit all this stuff concurrently all together. And then you also, of course, have to submit the affidavit of support. If you don't make at least over 125% above the federal poverty line for your household size, so the number of people in your household, then you may need a co-sponsor. But that's could be any family or friend member, family member or friend that has U.S. citizen status or has permanent residency. And if you are abroad and you haven't been admitted parole, then you can still do, of course, apply for them and get an immigrant visa. You just have to do consular processing. So you would file the I-130 and the I-130A. That needs to get approved. That takes about a year or so to get approved, so it's a longer time. And then depending on what country you are, the second step can take anywhere from a few months to a year or even longer in some countries. So to get the U.S. Embassy to schedule you an interview, go to that interview, everything goes well, they'll basically issue a visa and you can enter the country. And then they mail you the green card within a few weeks of you entering the country to the address that you've provided. So that's basically it. But one of the things that I wanted to highlight is, there's a lot of newlywed couples that I work with. So they've been recently married. And so I work closely with them to get a lot of supporting bona fide marriage documents. It's really important that you submit a lot of bona fide marriage documents, and everybody's case is of course different. Everybody's relationship's different. Everybody, some people have children together. A lot of people don't have children together. Some people are still living with a family member or parents, and so they don't have lease agreements or deeds in each other's name. So, I work closely with them to get the type of documents we need to show that this is a bona fide marriage, that despite, maybe it doesn't look like the typical marriage, because a lot of newlyweds, they just don't look like the same strong application. So I work on a lot of the cases where, they don't have children together, they have these issues. Maybe they haven't been living together for long. But there's a lot of different ways to go about it. I mean, some of the things that I can highlight is, of course, if you have jointly filed federal taxes, then great, but a lot of people don't have them. If you have joint checking or savings account, then great. And if you don't, then you really just need to open them, and you need to start, using that bank account and taking out transactions, so you can show that to USCIS in your application. Of course, any driver's license or IDs that show the shared address that you both live together. These are the type of things. There's a long list. You can go to www.rodarmandelaw.com/blog, and there's a comprehensive list there. But anyways, I just wanted to keep it short, let you guys know that I'm here for you. If you need any help with marriage-based green cards, that's something that I do primarily. and I'd be glad to help you out. You can reach me by calling 213-567-4494. Once again, 213-567-4494. You can go to www.rodarmandelaw.com. You can also just click on the link in my bio and you can schedule an appointment to speak to me. I look forward to helping you out with your marriage-based green card. Have a nice day.